I say vertical intuition, what comes to mind? So for me, that's how I create a metaphor around how I explain either the Akashic records or when you get a hit from your guides, etc. And I don't want to make it too hard to understand. So basically, when you enter the records or when you're asking for guidance from your guides, think of it about like a diamond, right? So the vertical prism of light is going to have all facets of light. And the more distortion that you have, whether it's from trauma or you have an archetype where you're the wounded healer, but you're trying to be of service, there's going to be distortions in the light that comes through. And so that's why doing the work is so important, is that as you move through life, all of the hits that you get, they're authentic, they're clear, and they're clean because of that vertical prism of light that you have done the work with to make sure it's clear. That is so important when it comes to intuition. If you look at the linear plane point of view, we talk a lot about with nervous system regulation, proprioceptive. And all that means is that it is something that is in front of you. And so the way that the human mind works is we're always looking for to stretch out, to move out into something to bring it in. But it's au contraire when you enter into the records. What we're doing is it's like cool water, hot water, we're melting into the middle of the warm water. We're opening up the prism of light and we're allowing the information to flow in. We're not going out to search for anything. And that is really important. And where most people source their information is that they're looking at it from the static view. They're looking at it from the present and they're either data mining from the past or they're trying to project into the future. But all information is accessed with a beginner's mind, a clear head, intuitive, intentional heart, and allows it to drop in 100%. So, au contrary to any kind of religion or any kind of modality that tells you that you have to do a certain thing or a certain process to be able to get the purity of a clean hit or that to be intuitive or to be psychic. We all are. So the light between oracle experience, this is why I created the app. You have a guide for the 7 chakras. You have a guide for the 7 hermetic principles, the 7 different emotional bodies. And what's so beautiful about the process is it helps you dialogue through the 5-layer process, which is clean, efficient, it's clarifying and enjoyable to be able to identify, for instance, the chakras between ages 1 and 7 as clinical hypnotherapists. I know that's when the nervous system gets disembodied from different triggers. So as you work through the process, you're going to find that your intuition, your psychic capabilities come online quickly and sharply. And that is the distortion that is cleaned out with the light between oracle.